The parable of the Pharisee and the tax collector. Pride versus humility is the main theme of this parable. When we see Pharisee who stands before others, feeling superior because of his good deeds, while on the other hand, a tax collector stands at a distance, unable to even lift his eyes. He openly admits his wrongdoings and earnestly seeks mercy. Ultimately, God values the serenity of the humble over the self-righteousness of the proud. This powerful scene teaches that true humility is recognized by God. We need God's grace rather than relying on our own perceived goodness. In doing so, we find true acceptance and forgiveness. The parable of the leaven. This parable is found in the Gospels of Luke and Matthew. It's a simple story that offers a unique perspective on how small actions can create significant change. It's about a woman who hides leaven in 3 measures of flour, and over time, the whole batch rises. This says a lot about how a little influence can spread and transform the whole group. We don't always need grand gestures to make a difference. Simple, everyday actions can ripple out and inspire transformation among others. The parable of the net. Picture this. Fishermen cast a net into the sea, gathering all kinds of fish. When the net is full, they sort the good from the bad. This is how Jesus told the parable of the net. His story reveals the reality of the final judgment, where not everyone will be found worthy. Another hidden meaning behind this parable is the importance of community. Just as fishermen work together, we are called to support one another in our journeys of faith. The parable of the barren fig tree. Jesus shared this parable immediately after recounting the events at the pool of Siloam. He presented a fig tree that had not borne any fruit for 3 years, leading the owner to feel frustrated and consider cutting it down. However, the gardener intervened, requesting 1 additional year to tend to it with extra care. The takeaway in this parable is that God is patient. He gives us more time to repent. However, while we are given grace, we are also called to respond by producing good fruit in our actions and relationships. The parable of the 10 virgins. Are we prepared for Christ's return? This parable asks this crucial question. It tells of 10 virgins waiting for a bridegroom. However, only 5 were prepared with oil for their lamps. Those who were unprepared were left outside the celebration. The oil in this story symbolizes our faith. We need necessary preparations as we prepare for Christ's return. It's not enough to merely wait. We must actively nurture our relationship with Him. As we anticipate that time, let us ensure that our lamps are full, allowing us to enter the joyful feast without hesitation.